Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to the Insula Populi Megacampaign in Crusader Kings 3. In the last episode, we had the third crusade for Calm by the Catholics, the Pope. And so that actually went fairly smoothly. We were able to defeat their army relatively quickly. And once we kind of beat the bulk of their army, it was pretty much a downhill slide for the Catholics from there. And we were able to drive them to capitulation. So that is good. Dealt with that. And then pretty soon after that, our ruler died. We went through succession. We are now playing as Tirreno. And so we cleaned up all the mess that happens during succession, and we should be good to go. Though this is not the guy I originally anticipated would be the one who would be the heir. Something must have shifted. But that's okay. He's perfectly fine as the new emperor, so that's good. And we've been working on building up the army and building up our home territory with castle improvements and other various improvements. We got 2 cities under construction. So, that should be good. So you let the treasury build back up a little bit before we start going back to war again. Emperor Tirreno, we have our differences in the past, but don't you agree that it's time for bygones be bygones? My rival and vassal, Governor Gomez. Sure. Okay, we have an argument going on. Bicker my vassals, Governors Nerseda, Arcanessa Ximena, the province of Sardinia. So we'll try and make them see sense. We'll have an 81% chance of resolving the situation diplomatically. And that did not happen. I was playing against my brother Ramon. And we keep getting these titles coming back to us. Shouldn't there be a duchy title out here? Yes. Yeah, transfer that. There we go. Okay. The dance. I'm attending the dance, not simply because I'm the lord of the estate, but because I want to see Empress Sogolon. Sogolon there? She looks resplendent, and when we finally have a moment to ourselves, I offer my suggestion. Join me in the circle for the next dance. And there we go. Alright, the evening went well. Alright, got more people showing up at the estate. Alright, we're getting stuff constructed. We have 2 book inspirations. I don't think we need any more book inspirations. Like all these 2 hiding in the food stores, a very irate cook shouts at me dragging my son. Helscubulos. And Jaume. He stole a whole keg of wine. And Telescopos just sat there as Jaume drank himself into near oblivion, he says angrily. It seems as if my ward protected his partner in crime, keeping a lookout while abstaining from any drink himself. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll take diligent. It's a lot of stress, though. Your son, Governor Rickolf, was just seen leaving the chambers of Magistrate Oliba. Alright, well, we learned about their lover secrets. Your Duchess. Well, let's see if we can get her to flip over to administrative, because we need you to. Very good. Scheme successful. Are my beloved wife. Yep, we'll take our wife as our lover as well. There we go. Accusing people of having extramarital affairs. Yep. Of a skull goblet. Sure. I don't think I'm going to use it. Your powerful vassal, Lord Florinal the Peaceful, expects a council position. Yeah. I mean, you'd be a decent spy master, but I already have a decent spy master. So, no. If you were a good steward, then I would say yes. But you have a 0 stewardship score, so no. A renowned trainer has approached me after seeing rumors of my mighty stallion, Red Hair, and offers his services. No. Alright, we have a fairly decent treasury built up now. Okay. So, Roman Empire. I think we're going to declare war on you. We have a truce? Truce. Oh, that border raid. 3 more years. Oh, crud. Something happened with prisons there. Alright, we've had twin sons. Yes, Lagunas and Roderick. There we go. My steward, Abu Awalid, has come up with a bold idea of assessing all property in my realm in a single giant survey, creating a definitive record of my holdings. By compiling this knowledge, I would gain better oversight in administrative matters, as well as his tax collection, though the initial investment would not be cheap. We'll go with the summary of my holdings. I don't want to spend 750 gold on that. My Marshal, Viceroy Senior, is concerned that my assessors will be a prime target for bandits and thieves. Even an incomplete survey could give criminals valuable information about potential targets they could attack. In order to keep my subjects safe, Senior recommends sending an armed guard with each assessor. Organize militia to guard my assessors. While traveling through the Magistracy of Visso, a group of bandits attacked my assessors. Several assessors were killed. Increase patrols on the roads there and send out more assessors, I guess. Alright. Was for a rude awakening. Well, the only people who showed up for my service this morning were your tax assessors. Apparently, the stern-looking officials waiting outside my door deterred many faithful Theuronites from attending my service. I'm happy to pay you my dues. The affairs of the church are inherently a spiritual matter, not a temporal one, and your surveyors have no business being here disrupting my services. I will use the scriptures to justify the assessment. A 96% chance that we convince her. There we go. Alright, reduce construction costs. Let's see, I've been faithfully paying my dues to the crown each year. Just the other day, your tax assessors showed up at my doorstep demanding to inspect my holdings. Do you trust me so little that you must send men to invade my privacy? Yeah. Flimkin. Sure. Gained a level of influence. Excellent. For many long months surveying my lands, it is done. My assessors have compiled an accurate estimation of my holdings. This will ensure my tax collectors do not miss anything important when tallying what I am owed. Beaming with pride, my steward Abu al-Walid asks where we should store the records now that they are complete. Let's see. We gained the stewardship lifestyle perk. Hoarding assessment records. We get a stewardship point and an intrigue point. But already has happened. Control level is increased. The high quality assessment. Holding taxes up. Development growth. Yeah, I guess we'll increase development growth. That's fine. Building construction time down. Yep, she can enjoy herself on the horse. That's fine. Alright, we've had... Oh, my daughter-in-law has had a daughter. Alright, I need to look at my two new sons. Let's see, you are quick and robust. You're also quick. Well, you're quick and hale. Okay, 4 years. And our current son will come of age, and then we can take our twin sons as wards to educate. The new cities are done. And they need to be granted to mayors. There we go. $18 months left on the truce. We need a new court chaplain. We will assign you to be the court chaplain. As we are still trying to get that one county converted. It's taken a while. What in the world was my son Talscubilos doing in that wardrobe in the servants' quarters? Playing hide and seek, he claims? Okay, yeah, he saw a couple of people having some fun. Don't be scared, boy. When you're an adult, you'll understand. Oh, okay, that was a mental break. We'll build up some stress. I think we can probably find a way to get rid of that. Yeah, we can have a feast, I guess. A murder feast? Interesting. Alright, well, we'll just have a good old regular feast. We'll have it over here. We need a caravan master. And we just need experienced captains, I think. Yeah, start the feast. Yep, we're here for recreation. Well, we've already lost some stress. Excellent. Let's see. Oh, we don't have the matriculations and... Okay. Let's upgrade the castle magistry. Alright, feast, a cheery gathering. The guests have gathered in the great hall. Lords and ladies from near and far reaches of the realm have been craving for an occasion like this. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. The stew sea. In a drunken stumble, Governor Ursetesis unlashed an enormous cauldron hanging over the fireplace in the middle of the feasting hall. Savory broth welled forth to cover half the room in a sea of stew. The irritable magistrate Oliba, seated next to the cauldron, was caught in the rushing wave and loudly cursed his ruined appearance as grease ran down his face. Guests rushed to the other side of the hall as the thick mass spread greasy tendrils among skipping feet. Countess Amma stood catatonic in the middle of it all, shocked and horrified at the decadent waste. This character has generously hosted a feast which was literally swimming in food. Alright. Feast in my house. Did everything I could, ensuring that Lord Eustratios and Magistrate Liba would be as far from each other as possible. It was not enough. Now they have come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close to the brawl and looks to me for the order to intervene. You're a vassal. They halt. We'll talk about this later. All my guests smile satisfied at their plates when I look at them. I'm proud of my display of generosity. That said, Governor Ursetesis might carry more shame than satisfaction after overturning the cauldron. Cleaning up will not be cheap. The feast is dwindling down. I find myself deep in conversation with my wise vassal, Countess Amma. She inquires about my opinion on hunting. Yes, we'll say it fascinates me as well. Is there anything more jovial than a good feast? As guests throng to and fro, eating and chatting while flickering torchlight plays off every wall, light bouncing like laughter around the hall. So many people come from all over the realm just to be here. It really gives some perspective on how vast the world is. Sometimes it's nice to simply sit back and enjoy the little things in life. We can blast off 223 stress. Yeah, do that. Alright. Everybody gains some opinion, we gain some legitimacy, we lose some stress. These around here are thick with Nergo-Catalan traders going about their usual craft, carrying rare and exotic goods from one port to another. One such merchant ship holds an item within it that immediately takes my interest. The moment I laid eyes upon their Nergo-Catalan sword, I know I could never find anything like it back in Iberia, and it simply must be mine. They have a perfectly fine sword. Literally, fine sword. In fact, this sword is actually better than this sword. And no, so no. Let's see, a mighty boar hide. No, you can keep it. I don't need another boar hide. I'm sure we'll pay to treat the horse. That's fine. Alright, Arcadia is involved in a couple of wars. They have their Holy Order hired. This might be a good time to go ahead and hit them in an effort to try to get this little chunk. Because we could just grab this, hold on to it. Alright, we get this, we get this, we got that, and we get Sicily back. I think I'm probably strong enough to fight you. Barely, but yes. Might have to form some alliances of my own. External alliances. Like with you again. We'll see. But I think we're at the end of the episode. So we'll go ahead and stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.